Back to another stream here in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Kyox, good to see you back. Rob, welcome back. It's been a few days. I see. Reese, welcome back with your incredible profile picture. We're on the ground, back in the PMDG 737-800, and we will be heading from here in Porto in Portugal down to Faro in Portugal, and then back up here to Porto to finish off the stream. Great set of flights today, great approach into Faro is coming up. 50 minutes on the flight time down. So you're so sad you're never coming back, you're taking your membership with you. Bye! Send me a postcard. Make sure GSX has the right information, and we will request boarding. I parked a bit too short. Nice. Alright, let's jump inside the aircraft, get stuff set up and ready to go. Good to be back in the cockpit of the 737. Been a few days, 5 days I think actually, since we've been trying to master the landing on the Fenix, which we still haven't done, so. Anyway, battery switch is on, sounds are going up. I need a volume mixer. Emergency exits are on, armed, sorry. Ground power units on there. Forward fuel pump for number 1 could go on. Sure. Window heats left and the right side can go on. Got a bit of panel brightness. We're cruising at, I don't know, 37,000. Yes, 37,000. So it'll be a short cruise time. Electric hydraulic pumps can go on. We've got chime only down there. Good. Standby power on a DC panel. Everything else is looking good up there. We can go FMC. Hoss in it. We're on the ground in the Porto, which is Lima Papa Romeo. And we are gate Sierra 36. Good. You know what, it'd help if I tried to align my IRS switches, or IRSs. So, left side to the nav position, and the right side to the nav position as well. Should give us an option here soon. In the meantime, we'll go up here, electronic flight bag. Request data from Sceneries. BMH, hello, welcome back. We're flying to your favourite destination today. We're going to Faro. So we're operating Ryanair 6-1 uniform on Echo India Echo Mike Alpha, the aircraft registration today. 737-800. Company route Porto down to Faro, costing extra Ryanair is 6. So we'll go next page, grab the GPS left data, and we'll set the IRS position. Make sure the aircraft knows where we are. Clear the scratch pad, we'll go flight plan request, Sceneries route. Before I do that, I just want to make sure. You'll be doing that tomorrow, nice. That's good. We'll set the payload, we'll set the fuel, we'll select the route. Clear the scratch pad again. ATC is very bleak. This looks like the 737 MAX 8. I wish, Kyox, I wish. Just the 737-800 with a split skimitars. But I wish it was a 7. A MAX 8. The router is coming tomorrow, nice. Hey! Why is he coming in with the incredible 10 gifted subs? Doesn't even say anything before he does it. incredible, we say thank you so much for your gifted subs. 10 gifted straight in from Waysay, doesn't say anything, and then it just comes in and drops a 10. Thank you so much for that. They're going to Yuri, Flicker Aviation, Crack Croc Steady, Shark Face, Alfonso Oliveira, RV128, 1828, Mitchell Wilshaw, Rohan Baluja's grandson, Kush Patel, the FS Man official. Make sure you all thank Waysay. Oh, never mind, he's off to work. Thanks Waysay for dropping by and gifting the incredible 10 gifted subs. I need to reset that. That members thing up there that shows up on the screen, but yeah. You think everyone that got one isn't even here? Oh well, it's fine. Waysay, huge thanks. Legend, as always. Right, we'll activate the route. We'll go departure / arrival. Has to spend money to make money. Great. Thank you. Enjoy your evening at work as much as you can. Anyway, we'll grab the Meta for Porto. Just send him a quick DM. Last night tonight. Sounds good. So we'll see you tomorrow then, I assume. Winds are 310 at 9, so we'll go departure 35. It is the Manic 2 Whiskey departure out of Porto. And into Faro we have Meta for Faro. Indeed, you will all see me tomorrow. Sounds good. Sounds good. You're going to make your flight plan on a piece of paper, gate, runway, land and takeoff. Nice. Ooh, winds in Faro looking a little strong. 290 18 knots for the wind. So we'll land runway 28. Now the question is, what approach do we want to do? Arrival, approach, we got 28. To get ILSs or VORs. We'll just do the ILS Zulu 28 via Gebti. Nope, that's a Yankee. ILS Zulu 28 on there. Alagu 7 Alpha. Alagu 7 Alpha via Gebti. Good. We shall do that. We'll go init ref, we'll go perf init request. We'll load. Incredible support from Waysay as always. 370 perfect, everything else will be fine. It's drawing that straight in from Sceneries. We'll go N1 limit. We can go up here. Performance tool. Porto 35. It is dry. Beautiful day here. Just a few clouds. Anti-ice off. Takeoff flaps optimum rating. Optimum packs are on 66.9 tons of well, the weight, the gross weight, and 19.4% for the center of gravity. We'll import the weather. Calculate. Full takeoff rating today 26k. South temp is 50. You're probably going to be a bit rusty with your joystick. I'm sure you'll be fine. South temp 50. Full takeoff rating 26k. Flaps 5. V1 143 knots. Rotation speed 145 knots, and the V2 is 149, 143, 145, or 149. Since you haven't played in a bit, I'm sure you'll be fine. Rob was very good. when he came back from. $149 for a V2. Flight directors, left side and right side are on. We'll go Navigraph. We will go at departure. Manic 2 whiskey. And its initial climb is 100, flight over 100, 10,000 feet. You didn't get me. Nice try again. 2,000 for the squawk, no ATC, and the QNH here in Porto is 1012. Hopefully we'll get some ATC this evening. Usually Lisboa is quite active. Lisboa. How are we doing on passengers? Almost done. 13 more to go. We'll go and sport the APU. The bags are all on. Beautiful. Seatbelt signs can go on. We'll go menu, FMC, descent. See, descent already 140 miles away. Not a long flight at all, but a very nice one. The 2 great sceneries that you can all get for free. Speaking of sceneries, tomorrow we will be over in the United States. We'll be on the East Coast. We'll be flying in and out of Boston. I just picked up a Boston scenery, beautiful Boston scenery. So we will be checking that out tomorrow. Probably some American ops, maybe Spirit or JetBlue actually. JetBlue does it. I'll decide what I want to do. Anyway, APU gens are on. We'll go yaw damper on. Engine bleeds 1 and 2 are off. APU bleed is on. Anti-collision lights on. All the fuel pumps are all on there. Beautiful. Prepare for pushback and departure. Making quick work of this.
We are ready for pushback.
LNAV, VNAV.
Departure checks completed. Bypass is completed. Locking gear.
Absolutely perfect. GSX is doing what it should. Nose right facing south on Sierra 4, nose left facing northwest on Sierra 3. We're gonna go nose to the right because 3-5 is where we are going. So remove the chocks and the cones. Parking brake is released.
Push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
We'll go engine number 2, start switch to the ground position. We'll wait for 25% N2. Before we put fuel in, there it is, fuel into number 2. What's my view? Maybe I didn't have one, never mind. But that. Oops, forgot to announce pushback on Unicom. Not even on Unicom. Rookie pilot. Porto traffic, Ryanair 6-1 uniform, pushback, stand Sierra 3-6. We are facing to the east, Porto. Engine start switch to number 1 to the ground position. Oh yeah, it's him. Someone's on a 5-mile final. Very nice. Oh, don't walk into the engine, sir. Booty cheeks, hello. Welcome to the stream. Good evening. Right, fuel into number 1. Shadow looks awesome. What is the plane doing? Why is it making so much noise?
Please set parking brakes. Unlocking gear.
What's going on? Round trip? Yes. So we'll do Porto to Faro, Porto to Faro, Faro to back to Porto Canal. Oh, yeah. Round trip. Got an aircraft on final up there. Not a very long taxi to 3-5 at all. We're on Sierra, so a taxi to Holding Point Bravo via Sierra. I think this is Sierra. Yeah, Sierra 4. Which is just Sierra.
Tow track disconnected. Bypass wing removed. Left is clear. Right is
Engine start switch is continuous. Engine generators 1 and 2 are back on. Left and the right pack 2 auto. Throw pizza on. We'll go engine bleeds 1 and 2 on. APU bleed is on. Tax lights on. APU is off. He's about to touch down just in time. The Euro wing. Nice. Down. Porto traffic, Ryanair 6-1 uniform, taxi in Holding Point Bravo, runway 35, the Sierra. Porto. Can we go Charlie? I don't know. Let's just go full length. Oh, flaps. Never mind, we're not ready to. Auto brakes RTO. We'll go flaps 5. taxi out. Trim is 5.7. Let's go. Oh, it's a nice landing. Yes, it was. We'll bring this screen up and off. They're just going all the way down and then right onto Bravo. Hopefully it's frozen now. You're watching this from 3 other tabs. Your ears, but turn the other tabs off or mute them. You can mute tabs if you go to the top. As well. Porto traffic, Ryanair 61 uniform, we will be lining up and taking off. Runway 35, it is on the Manic 2 Whiskey departure, Porto. Landing lights are going on, runway turn-offs are on, wing lights are on, strobes are on. None on final, so we are good to line up. Transponder is at TARA, we got traffic. Auto throttle's armed. What a lineup. Flicker, hello, welcome back. You are now a member. Please thank Wasey. And also take your caps off once again. Rules haven't changed. Good, right, let's go. Throttles, yes, throttles, 40% N1. Forward pressure on the yoke. Chronos set on the left. And there's Toga. You got a gift? Yes, you did. Airspeed's live.
80 knots.
Throttle hold, thrust set, release forward pressure. V1, rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
By the way, gear up. I'm allowed to use caps. Auto traffic, Ryanair 61 uniform, we are clear of runway 35, climbing through 2,200 feet further. Plus I wasn't using caps until after you, so... Thanks, Ryanair 600. We're going to go direct to Papa Romeo 613. There you go. You just joined my Discord server and got 2041 notifications. That's weird. I don't know why you got 2041. Or any. You shouldn't have got any actually. Very strange. Landing gears off, auto brakes off. Airport Dream, hello, welcome back. Lap swamp. Yeah, make sure you accept the rules in there, kayaks. Should be a bar at the top. Just accept those. Gonna hand fly until about 10,000 feet, as always. Pops up. ETA, it will the ETA will come alive once we pass through 10,000 Airport Dream. But ETA is about 1818 Zulu, so about 45 minutes, 50 minutes. Keep that turn coming in. Under 10,000 we'll go Command A. We'll continue our climb to 370. Runway turn offs, taxi lights, landing lights. Engine start switches are off and the wing lights are off as well. We're off the seatbelt signs. And out we go. You are my new captain? No, I'm the captain. Kayaks, welcome to the Discord server, officially anyway. Good to have you in there. Probably sent 110 miles already, guys. Like I said, not a very long through line. So excited for the landing. Yes, it should be a very nice one into Faro today. Beautiful approach. Anyway, hope we go cruise over Portugal here. We might not even make it to our cruise altitude. Descent is that close. Do I recommend you visiting the UK in August? Yeah, that'll be a nice time to visit. Weather will be much better, we hope. Usually is, yeah. August, September, the weather is very nice, yeah. You don't have Discord? Sounds good. It's usually nice in the summer. Yeah, it's August, September. It's the prime time for the weather. What are some tourist destinations you should visit? Obviously you got the capital, London. Tourist destinations you should visit in the UK. It depends what you're coming here to do. Are you coming here to explore and look around and all of that stuff? Or are you just coming here like mainly for a holiday? Buckingham Palace or something. Yes, Buckingham Palace. Tower of London. Stuff like that, yeah. Big Ben, yeah. Windsor Castle, yes. Yep. All of those places down there. Now, if you was going to go up north, then you got like Loch Ness and stuff like that up in Scotland. Sorry, Mullerley, yeah. Sorry, butchered your name, Mullerley Edits. Welcome to the stream. So sorry about pronouncing your name. Please let me know how to pronounce it, and I will try to remember. Thanks for the subscription. 72 miles until our top of descent, guys. Forecast some descent winds. We'll get some information plugged in already. good. We'll load that. When will I do a face reveal? I don't know. Whenever I decide. No. Not really on the cards right now. 1010 for the QNH. We'll go 22 Celsius. As well. No ATC currently. We'll go fixed wings. We're landing a runway 28 because the winds are 300 at 17. So runway 28, we'll do a 4 mile fixed wing. 4 miles away from runway 28, we need to be configured with flaps. Fully configured for the landing and ready to land. And then 10 miles away. 10 mile fixed wing. 10 miles away from the runway, we need to be configured with flaps 5, speed at 180 knots. Never understood why people are always so interested to see someone's face. I suppose just to see, so, you know, who it is they're speaking with, chatting with, communicating with. Oh. Yeah, Autobrick 3, anyway. We're actually going to cruise, actually no, we'll see if we make it 370. Did a flight yesterday from Doha to Abu Dhabi, Etihad A320. Flight was 32 minutes. Yes, quite short one. Love the Etihad delivery as well. This one's scheduled about 50 minutes, but we'll probably make it there well before then. To be honest with you, we're cruising. We're currently going 489 knots across the ground. At flight level 180, yeah, that'd be a quite short one to be fair. We're through 30,000 feet. Land angle limited to the 10 degrees position. Top of descent 38 miles away. what other airlines fly this route? I don't think any do. I think it's just Ryanair, this one. Porto, Faro. Yeah, just Ryanair. Just Ryanair. Your landings keep wow, I can't English today. Your landings keep getting better. Nice. It's always good, isn't it? When you practice and all that for the landings, and then you start noticing an improvement. It's always good. Indeed. Right, we're not gonna make 370, so we're gonna cruise 350. Stop descent is, well, was 14 miles away. Right, it still is. How can you get the landing feedback? What do you mean, like this? Like this and stuff, where you see your landings? On there? Is that what you mean? Get Volanta. Volanta, Sim Toolkit Pro, or something like that, yeah. Or you can get the landing rate monitor, which is linked !point rate in the chat. We'll get you that. I think. There you go. That's the old one I used to use, which used to pop up and stuff like that. Okay, so let's descend to. There's no altitude on there. Okay, well, we'll go to 3. Let's just start descent for now. Can this load, please? Load. There you go. Get for 2. MHA is 3,000. So we'll go 3,000 for Gebty, I guess. Oh, you mean the thing that pops up when you land, tells you the feet per minute? Yes, so landing rate monitor. So if you click on the link in the Nightbot command there, it takes you to it. Just download it, and then you have to turn on tooltips or software tips in the assistance settings in MSFS. So download it, turn on software tips in MSFS assistance settings. Then we go to 3,000. We're gonna descend 280 knots. You're on Xbox? Oh, you can't then, unfortunately. You cannot. Not that I know of, anyway. Unfortunately. it would be great if it was included in the game note, yes. Maybe an MSFS 2024. You might be so lucky. Alright, let's get the minimums in, guys, and also the frequencies. So, 109.5 for the localizer frequencies. 109.5 on the left. 109.5 on the right. The frequencies, the course is 282. Again, we're doing this on the left and the right. 282 on the left. 282 on the right. We'll also sync the heading up to 282 as well, just in case we need to go around. We'll review the go around procedure soon as well. I'm just going to bring up the Navigraph app. So, ILS, Zulu 28. Go around is indeed climb straight ahead, so runway heading to 3,000 feet, and then when passing 2,000, turn left to Gimel and hold, contact Faro approach. So, no ATC, will just, you know, vector back around and stuff like that. Minimums is 218. So we're looking bottom right of PFD here, the primary flight display. We're going to set 218 as the Barrow minimums. Good. We are fully prepared for the landing now. The runway, I believe, yeah, just sets at 18 feet. We don't need to worry too much about that. If we go ahead though and look at the taxi, the airport, landing runway 28, which is this one here, we'll roll down, we'll probably vacate maybe Romeo Golf, probably Papa, or taxi via Papa down into Bravo and then into the apron. This aircraft in particular parked at where did you go? You went to 324 for the gate. So okay. 324, which is here. So taxiing via Bravo and around and into 324 there. Like that. Good. Perfect. Let's just check through the arrival here, make sure everything looks good. Which it does. Perfect. Nothing to worry about. We're on our descent. All is good. Michael, hello, welcome back. Hope you are doing well today. You join us on descent for the first flight into Faro. Chat, is MSFS settings high and ultra big difference? No, not really. Not really, Michael. I used to play on ultra before I streamed. Yeah, not really. I still have a lot of settings on ultra as well though. What is the difference? The settings are ultra, so you'll get a little bit more, you know, texture and stuff like that. But again, it's not that big of a difference. You're not really going to notice it too much. Of course, you can always put some settings back up to ultra. And yeah. Honestly, the most notable difference you'll probably see is the clouds. Clouds look nicer on high, but apart from that, everything else looks pretty much the same. And also the reflections from the window. But again, you can put settings back up to ultra, which is what I have done. Ultra is quite performance heavy. So if your FPS is low on ultra, then you should try high settings. Yes, absolutely. MSFS looks great on high. MSFS looks good on medium. And sometimes, you know, even low if people can't handle those two. But yeah, MSFS just looks good anyway. Don't be afraid to mess around with some settings. Change some to medium, change some to low, put some to high. I have some on low, some on medium, some on high, and then some on ultra as well. So yeah, all different for me. Done your first paper of the flight plan, how much fuel, etc. Good, good. Thanks for the advice, you're still learning about MSFS. No worries, Michael. No worries at all. We all start somewhere, right? So it's always good to get something to learn. All flying through Portugal. Oh, so nice. Especially Lisbon as well. Lisbon's fantastic. Faro's nice in the evening time in particular. Is aviation crew here if he says anything about maple syrup on Weetabix? You're going to go insane. No, he's not here today. He's at at an event sort of thing, I think, is what he said yesterday. So, yeah, not here today. Lucky you. How much flight time left? About 15 minutes, 12 minutes-ish maybe. Yeah. I actually see where the airport is out there, so. I do see it. Maybe it's more like 10. I don't know. Somewhere around there, Michael. 10, 12-ish. You was guessing 20 minutes. No, it won't be 20 minutes. About 15. Call it. Max 15. So obviously at 10,000 we need to be configured with flaps. Sorry, we need to be configured at 250 knots, 250 knots. 10 miles average. Do I mostly fly short haul? Yes, Michael, we do. We do indeed. You don't know why people have hate on Ryanair like it's a good airline in Europe. Same, I like Ryanair as well. So Michael, I prefer short, sort of going up in the air, cruising for like, you know, 40 minutes usually, or a bit less than that, and then going back down and landing. And then going back up and doing the same thing back into another airport, rather than going up, cruising for 8, 9, 10 hours up plus, and then only having one landing, right? So, yeah, I do prefer short haul indeed. Now we will do long hauls here and then, but people have just built up a theory that all Ryanair pilots do bad landings and everything else. Yes. That's welcome to social media. 250 knots coming in. Most of the food that ain't good. It's a low cost airline, so I don't expect good meals and stuff like that. Tomorrow your Duolingo daily streak will be 69. Nice. What's the max flight time that I'll do? I don't know. We do long hauls, but the longest one I've done so far is we did a 9-hour flight from Miami to Frankfurt for a 500 subscriber special. Maybe like 10 hours, 11 hours. Yeah. 11 hours, we'll say, Michael. Alright, we're coming through 10,000. I know it's on. Speed brakes going out, engine start switches continuous, and the seatbelt signs are back on. Got Faro just out there. Oh, just out there actually. To our right. What about Qantas? I don't have an. I've never flown with Qantas, so I don't really know. Don't really have an opinion on Qantas. I can count to 4. Hello. You just got here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. A little bit bumpy, we're gonna decrease that speed. Now, is Navigraph expensive? It's £8 a month, British pounds a month. But with all the charts, so you get charts all over the world for any airport, and you also get the updated AirAC data. So I'd say it's worth it, especially if you're going to fly on the VATSIM network. For VATSIM, I'd say it's extremely worth it. Vaishnav, hello, or Vaishnav. So the updated AirAC basically gives you the updated SIDs and stars, the updated waypoints and stuff like that. Oh yeah. Okay, remind ourselves, go around procedure, straight ahead to 3000, then we'll vector ourselves. On landing we want to vacate via Foxtrot, Romeo Golf, preferably, if not we'll go Papa, then we'll taxi via Papa, Bravo into stand 324. How do you get wing flex for the PMDG? It's default. I just use default by snap. Just default. We're gonna go flaps 1, we already are. If yours is maybe not looking like this, put your turbulence setting in MSFS to like medium, which is what I have. I also use real TurbCat as well. Yeah. Is this default terrain too? It is. It is indeed. What's my favourite airport? I don't have one. No. Food, how nice, and security, how good, busy for you. Yeah, I don't really have one, to be fair. Beautiful terrain around here. I mean, look at that. That looks awesome. The approach into it just great. Slow that descent down a bit, 700 feet per minute. Good. Okay. You think all of your questions are you don't know. You think you're bad at question. No, it's not a bad question, it's a great question. But I just don't have a favourite airport. So, great question, just not one that I can answer really. Is this default terrain or mods? It is default. Default terrain. Gonna do flaps 30, 150, speed 187 knots. Speed 150 plus a 5 knot wind correction, it's 155. In fact, it's not the longest runway, we'll go flaps 40, 143, plus 5 knots, that's 148. You are a new pilot on VATSIM network from India. You flew 4 times since yesterday in Indian airspace. Your aircraft seemed to have an issue after landing where it doesn't taxi with normal thrust settings. You had to set full thrust to move it. Any thoughts on it? Is it, are you flying the PMDG Vaishnav? Are you flying the 737? How often do I fly with modded terrain? Never. Never modded terrain. Never ever. Yes. So there's an issue, I think. I don't have it anymore, and I can't remember how I fixed it, unfortunately. But it's where sort of your tires pop on landing, weirdly enough. And also if you slam on your brakes or something like that, it can do that. If you go to failures, it might say active. Just click on it and clear them. So use a clear button or delete button. If it's not that, then maybe if it does it again, just try and press your brakes, hold your brakes fully down, and then try moving your thrust. See if that works. Hopefully that. Yours does say active, yes, so if you clear it, so it might not be clear, it might be delete, just press delete and press on it, should work. And modded airports, I use all the time, yeah. All the time. Right, we'll activate Volanta. He's coming back to 180, sorry. As we go towards 10 miles out. Our airport mod's expensive. A lot you can get for free on VATSIM.to. But yeah, some of the third-party ones can be expensive, yeah, especially the big ones. Thank you so much. We'll try this tomorrow. No worries. Let me know if it works. Let me know. Right, we'll go and approach. Ball Oak glide slope, 10 miles out, flaps 5. Faro traffic, Ryanair 61 uniform, we are 9 miles out, runway 28 Faro. So for your throttle IRL, above 50% of throttle it works, but anything below 50% it just goes to idle. So say if you're at 40% of throttle, it goes to idle. Do I know? I don't know that, I've never heard of that unfortunately, BMH. Your brakes seem to get really hot after landing. You only bought MSFS 2020 this Monday, you've never seen anything like that. What? How hot? Do you know, like, the temperature, I guess? If not, then, I mean, as long as they're not... Steven. We're gonna go flaps 15 gear down. I'm not sure why your brakes would be getting hot. Vaishnav, maybe try and... I don't know, use a different auto brake setting. So this one here, use a different auto brake, or if you're not using it, at all, then go auto brake 3. That's usually a good one. And also don't use your brakes as much if you can. Try not to use your brakes as much. That should work. Probably you're landing on the sun. Looks like it. Stands up. Runway's in sight down there. And the runway turn off tack sights and the wing lights can go up. 148 on the final approach. We'll go flaps 43, 160 knots. That's our landing flaps today. Flaps 40, flaps full. Oh gosh, I can't see anything. Thousand feet, stable. High plane. How do you calculate approach speed in V1? It does it for you pretty much, Michael. Can't see a thing. Just following the instruments here. They're down trim. Two whites, two reds. Okay, there we go. We can actually see something now.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue. Don't worry about the puppies.
50, 30, 20,
Not the longest runway. Don't worry about the
10.
1,000 footage there. Good. Reverses. Sixty knots. Reverses stowed. Minor brakes. Welcome down to Faro, everybody. You use PMDG EFB to do performance calculations for VREF. Oh yes, that's a good one as well. We forgot to do that there, yeah. If you have PMDG electronic flight bag enabled, you can do landing calculations. Yes, you can. So we're at where we wanted to be. We're on time, 50 minutes on the flight time. Runway turn-offs, landing lights, engine start switches are off, wing lights are off, strobes are off. We can go transponder to XPNDR. Can you see the replay? No, not of that one, unfortunately. We're going back to Porto. So, no replay of that one. Flaps coming up. Faro traffic, Ryanair 61 uniform vacated runway 28 on Foxtrot, taxiing into the ramp via Foxtrot Papa Bravo into stand 324 Faro. You'd like to ask one more thing? Go ahead. Ask me anything at all. Does a replay record your whole flight? No, so you have to go in here, you start it yourself whenever you want to. Basically. That's Alpha, we're going next on. APU is spooling up. Overall, nice landing. Especially after being out of the 737 for the last few days. If you start it, does it run the whole time? Yes, so if you start it, so you press this button to start it here, and then you press that button to stop it when you need to. So when you're finished recording what you want, you press this button, and then you press this button to play. But if you wanted to record the whole flight, then you could just start it at the beginning of the flight, you start it, and then end it at the end, basically. Today you was on your return sector back from Cochin to Chennai, and en route the landing runway changed. You made the FMS changes but failed to establish on ILS faults. So, when you change runway, you need to reprogram the ILS frequencies. If you make sure you put your ILS frequency back in there, and then also put your courses in the left and the right here. Otherwise it won't capture. How to access the menu? Press pause, you go to, I'll show you in a second actually. Just give me 1 minute, get into the gate. Tax lights off, APU gens are off, engine bleeds 1 and 2 are off, APU bleeds on. Oh, we got a company aircraft. So yeah, just make sure you reprogram it. The frequency set, however, Command B failed to enable. I mean, you don't need Command B. To capture the ILS, just press Vol or Approach, and it will capture it for you. logo approach. You don't need Command B. Command B is only used for auto lands. Nice enough. Seen the stand that I wanted. No, this one. I only ever use Command B for auto land. You don't need it for anything else. So the reason it might not have been activating for you is because it maybe Chennai is not a Cat 2 or Cat 3 able airport. I'll see in a second. Let's turn into the gate. Michael, I'll show you where to get it in a second here. Oh, are we being graced with a jet bridge, guys? You see, however, the app mode selector didn't work. You'll try and reprogram everything next time. Yes, yeah. So, obviously, when you get a run, let me park up here and I'll help you as much as I can. 2 seconds. See if we can try and get zeros across the board. Is it possible? Well, it is, obviously, but... Yes, there we go. Park brakes on. Engine number 2. Engine number 1 can go off. Anti-collision lights off. Welcome down, just a bow from him. Welcome down.
Boarding requested.
Into Faro. Looks like, oh, we was about to get it. What happened, GSX? Did you come on, jet bridge. Welcome down to Faro, guys.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Alright, so Vaishnav, if you get a new runway, obviously you'll have your airports in here, right? So just press on the arrival, make sure you click the ILS one, and then from there, grab your ILS frequencies, pop them in here on the left and the right, and then from there put your ILS courses in here on the left and the right as well. Then press approach. Make sure you're obviously at the right altitude and all that good stuff. And you should get the localizer. So yeah. Michael, are you still here? I can show you the menu now. If you are, let me know. You didn't do them on the FO side. There you go then. You just need to do the do them on both sides. I always do, just make sure left and right, basically. Alright, Michael, so you go press pause, you go general options, you go to experimental, and you go replay tool, turn it on. You have to apply and save. You have to do it each flight. So, yeah. Alright guys, we are going back. We are going back to Porto. Which keys to pause? Escape. I can't remember. Vaishnav, thanks for your subscription. Welcome to the channel. Huge thank you, thank you. Great support already today, guys. I do appreciate all of it. Legendary. Right, Faro, Porto. Just press your escape key there, Michael, and it'll pause the sim for you. Right, what do we operate? Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo, Ryanair 93 Kilo Romeo, Ryanair 7 Golf Yankee, Ryanair 6 Charlie Kilo, or Ryanair sorry, what was it? Ryanair 9507. Thank you very much, you're new to this channel. Am I a real world pilot? I am not, no. If you press escape, is a replay there also? No, so do what I said. You go escape, general options, experimental, replay tool, turn it on, apply and save down here, go back, and you go up here, and it's there. Nice and simple. Not a real world pilot, by snuff, so. Right, let me get the return flight plan ready. Faro to Porto 737-800. Cost next is 6. Going to Yakima Mike Alpha. Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo. 49 minutes. 34,000 feet for the return. So you need to move the mouse to the top of the screen and then it pops up. Yes, so move the mouse top of the screen and it pops up there. Do I fly on VATSIM as well? I do, yes. Every flight we do on VATSIM. In fact, there's some VATSIM traffic right there. Company aircraft. Just no controllers at the moment, unfortunately. No control. Let me turn down GSX. Nope. We'll go flights, unload, import, import. Let's get the landing rates. For the flight. So there's our flight. Took us out of Porto. All the way through Portugal. Past Lisbon to the east. And then down into over to the coast, sorry, into Faro, runway 28. We're gonna get a very nice departure actually, right over the city there. It'll be very nice. How do you turn on live weather? I'll show you in a second. So, landing rates at 202. So, not bad, not bad. 202. Nice landing rate there. To turn on live weather, you go weather. I just make sure this is on. So live weather, just make sure that's on at the top there. Do I recommend multiplayer or single player? Start off with single player, and then if you and then maybe you can move on to VATSIM or something like that. I've never used the default multiplayer. Okay, it's just a mess of people doing what they want. So yeah. Good, right, so the next flight takes us out of Faro, right over this city. It's going to be a very nice departure. Obviously, passed back over east of Lisbon, and down for our descent into Porto. Again, right over the city of Porto there, into runway 35. Hopefully, we will get a nice landing right there as well. So these guys are deboarding. Your VNAV system, your VNAV seems to stop climb after initial climb, even when you set cruise level on mode control panel. What are you doing wrong? Make sure. So what it could be, Vaishnav, is a restriction. So some departures have restrictions on them for altitude. Let's see if I can find one here. So yeah, if we take off, you got a restriction. That's a bad idea. That's a bad thing. I tell you what, let me go Heathrow. Go Sid. Boom. Do that. So you have a restriction here, for example, right? VNav will comply with that restriction of 6,000 feet, and it'll stay there until the restriction clears itself, or until you basically clear it.
For traffic easy 58 of X, rate final runway 28.
So to clear it, you basically just go here, Alt Intervent, you press that a few times, and it'll clear all the restrictions. You have to turn it off and on again. Maybe you've not programmed the FMC correctly down here. I'm about to program mine, so try and follow along, see if you're maybe doing something different.
Traffic 906 Sierra X-ray, hold short.
However, Alt Intervent doesn't seem to work. Interesting. Yes, try and follow along while I'm doing this in a second, and see if you're doing anything different now. How to generate a flight plan? SimBrief. SimBrief online. No. Make a new account. It's free. Free to use. You make a flight plan. You can import it into the aircraft. Right, let's go first of all to GSX. We'll request a boarding. We'll go down here to the electronic flight bag. We'll request new data from SimBrief. Player 29, hello, welcome back. Call sign is Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo for the return. We're operating aircraft Echo India Echo Mike Alpha for Ryanair. This is the registration. 737-800 is what we're operating. And the company route today is Faro to Porto, Lima Papa Foxtrot Romeo to Lima Papa Papa Romeo. Costing extra Ryanair is 6. So we go down here to the FMC. FMC, we go route, we go flight plan request, SimBrief route, set the payload, set the fuel, we'll select the route. Let me know if I'm going too fast for you by stuff as well. Today is the 737, it is, yeah. You do not have Navigraph, you use a chart box which is limited in India. You don't see the SIDS and ATC jurisdictions as well. You don't need to see the ATC jurisdictions really. I don't really use it for that. I just use it for the charts.
Faro traffic, Alpine 53 Whiskey uniform established, ILS Zulu runway 28, 3 miles.
Honestly, I can't recommend Navigraph enough if you're on VATSIM, to be honest with you. Right, execute the flight plan now. We go now to departure/arrival. It's our 28 departure, which is the runway we just landed. Let's see, Avura 1 Victor, so this one. Avura 1 Victor. Execute that, good. Departure arrival page again. Arrival. We're doing the 3-5 approach. So that's a limited to an RNAV. You called the approach controller too early yesterday, they got frustrated. So vice nav, what I usually do is I don't contact them first. I always let them contact me, and they will contact you. Because it's a virtual network, right? We don't know when we should be contacting them and stuff like that. So I always let them contact me. That's what they're there to do, basically. They're there to contact you, control you around the airspace and stuff like that. So yeah, just let them contact you next, is what I recommend. Anyway. I don't want to pin that though. Right, Porto, RMP, runway 35. Try not landing botty, you may get a copyright strike by Ryanair. Great. You needed to start descent, so you panicked. If you're out of their airspace and you need to start descent, just start descent before they contact you. Obviously if they've already contacted you, then don't start your descent. But before they contact you and you need to start your descent, then go ahead and descend. Then when they contact you, just say what your altitude is and you'll be fine, basically. They'll continue with you from there. Okay, RMP 35. You saw yesterday's live, that's why you was late. No worries. Thanks for watching the stream from yesterday. The star is the Paisal 6 Charlie arrival. And we're taking it via Akulu, sorry. Aklu.
Traffic on a 62 Sierra, so runway 28.
You've heard that Ryanair fires employees if they don't land hard. That's incorrect. So now all this is done. We've got the route in. That's all correct and set. We now go init ref page.
Traffic Alpine 53 Whiskey Uniform 4 miles.
The init reference page. We go perf init request. While that's loading, 34,000 is a new cruise altitude. Let me just turn those off, sorry. Down here. There we go. Load that. Good. So that loads everything from your flight plan on SimBrief, right? So then you go, just change your cruise altitude if it's incorrect. Wait, I don't need to slash. Transition altitude is 4,000, good. And one limit. We go over here, we go, first of all, just change that. Performance tool, Faro, runway 28, beautiful. Thank you, thank you. A beautiful day here, it is dry. Import the weights from the aircraft. Shouldn't you keep aft fuel pump on for the APU startup? Yes. No, sorry, the forward fuel pump. I think forward or aft works. I've always seen people do forward, and that's what I've learned, so yeah, both work, I think. Okay. Weights are in 65.47 tons for the gross weight and 19.8% for the central gravity. Import the weather, calculate. Takeoff rating is slight derate to takeoff 1, so that's a 24k takeoff rating. The cell temp is 41 Celsius. So 41 in the cell temp. 24k derate to takeoff 1. Flaps are 5. Center of gravity 19.8. V1 141 knots. The rotation speed the same, 141 knots. And the V2 is 146 knots in there. Is this PMDG or freeware? This is the PMDG 737 aircraft. So 140. 141, sorry, 141, 146 is set. V2 146 can be set up there in the MCP, the mode control panel. Initial climb is, how much does it cost if I have any idea? I think I have a command. It's like 60 pounds, 70 pounds, I think, if I remember correctly. How to download deliveries on PMDG. You can either go on flightsim.to and get some from there, and then you download it through the operations center, or you can download them straight from the operations center through PMDG. You'll start your CPL training next month onwards in New Zealand. Nice. Just practicing some stuff on simulator before you do. Good choice. Thanks for clarifying stuff for me. No worries. New Zealand, wow. I love flying in New Zealand. What a great place to do your commercial training, right? What was I doing? Initial climb. Not on the charts. So we'll go 100, 5100. You're going to start your MPL in a few years. Very nice. Future pilots in the chat. And you're going to join Delta Airlines next week. What, you're flying? Cessna 152 for Delta. Obviously not. That was a You just completed your ATPL. Very nice. Very cool. Good to hear. Alright, while these guys are finishing the boarding process, I'm quickly going to step out of the cockpit and get something to drink here. So, please stand by, we will get on our way back to Porto. Oh, we got an EasyJet there. You also don't have GSX, you use PMDG Pushback. Nothing with that one. Can't seem to calculate the distance to the taxi line. I don't know how to do that, to be fair, Vaishnav. Alright, give me a few minutes here guys, I'll be back for the return. Alright, alright, alright. Let's get on out of here and back to Porto. Seatbelt signs are on. We'll go ahead and spool the APU back up. Vibe music, I know, right? It's great, that one. So, up to the overhead we go. APU gens are on. Engine bleeds 1 and 2 are back off. APU bleed is off. Anti-collision lights on. We'll go fuel pumps are all on. Center tanks are empty. Good. We'll go ahead and we will go GSX. Prepare for pushback and departure. Yep. Go ahead and off block time is over there. Beautiful.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Faro traffic, Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo. We're pushing back stand 324 Faro. Advise traffic of our intentions. We are on our own today, with no traffic control. How much does GSX cost? And it's available for all airports. It is, and I think it's about £30, 30 great GBP. So I would say Great British Pounds, but let's just say GBP. Yeah, something £30 or something. There you go. That's a link. Take you to it. Everyone subscribe, get this man to 1k. Thank you, Michael. I do appreciate it. Go to Porto? Yes. Yes, we are. Got an easy jet over there. She'll ask for a direction soon from us. I hope. What are we doing, GSX? Are we sitting there doing nothing? Turn up the simulator and its components are so expensive. It is, yeah. Flight sim is quite an expensive thing, isn't it? What is GSX doing? Oh. Nose right, tail left, and nose left, tail right. We're gonna go to 2A. Can we get out on this side? We can, so we're going nose to the right, tail to the left. Parking brake released. Engine start switch number 2 to the ground position. We start number 2. Can I put a link to the airport mods I use in Livestream? Yes, it's down below in the description, Michael. Always in the description. 25% N2. Let's put fuel into number 2. So yeah, I always update the links for each live stream. For the airports that we are using. This one's a default one actually, a very, very nice default one. Which is surprising, but yeah. Wait for this to clock back over. Engine start switch number 2 to the continuous position. Engine number 1 to the ground position. Yes, Michael. I do indeed. Works very well, actually. The only thing letting me down at the moment is I need more RAM. But apart from that, I have no complaints. And we'll put fuel into number 1.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set. Tomorrow's Fenix or the 737. I'm not sure actually, player 29. You're about to buy an RTX 3060 12GB VRAM and the i5-12-400F for flight simming. It's a good one. Just make sure you get 32GB of RAM, like normal RAM. Engine start switch is continuous. That's the only thing letting my system down at the moment. Engine bleeds 1 and 2 are on. Engine gens are on. Engine bleeds 1 and 2 are on. APU bleeds off. Isolation valves auto. Left and the right pack to auto. And APU is off. Taxi is on. Deliveries that you use for this 737 is realistic, but has very dirty window panes. So I can't see it right now, but it depends on the light. Depends on the light. Is it really a big difference between 16 and 32? Yes, it is. Yeah. More RAM, you can have more applications running. You can do a few different things faster. In general. So yeah, just to sort of briefly explain it. Right, let's go. Before we go, Autoric RTO, flaps 5. 16GB does a great job though, it does indeed, yeah. Would it run also good at 16GB? Yes. You would be fine, yeah. I use 16GB, so. But because I'm streaming, I should probably get 32. If you're not streaming, then 16 will be perfectly fine. I used to use 16. I used to use, obviously not streaming, I used to use ultra settings. So, yeah. Alright, let's go. You have an RTX 2050 4GB with 16GB of RAM. Runs wonderful. Yeah, it'll be fine. Absolutely fine. If you just have MSFS and Google open, then it would run. Yes, you'd be fine. I have, I don't know, like 10 different apps open, so you'll be fine with that. Faro traffic, Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo taxiing to runway 28 via Charlie 2 Papa, holding point Papa 28 Faro. $16GB is fine, perfectly fine. I'm just saying, if you want a future proof, then 32 would be better, but you'd be fine. With both. 16GB is a lot. You can do everything in that. Well, not everything, but yeah, you can do a lot. Yeah. I need a bit more just because I'm streaming. I should probably upgrade. Yeah. Magetsy, good evening. This stream is great. You get a lot. You get great advice here. That's great to hear. Through that, you are doing a great job reading the comments and flying the 7-3. Kudos. Thank you, thank you. Do appreciate all of the kind words. Truly does mean a lot for the support, guys. Absolutely incredible. I got a bit of lights going up. There's something against the set. Look at the shadow on the floor there. Looks great. You want to get a good PC for flight simming, so everyone's tips out. Absolutely. No worries. Faro traffic, Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo lining up a runway 28 via Papa Faro. Right. Auto throttle's armed. Low landing lights on. Runway turn-offs on. Wing lights on. Strobes are on. Transponder is TARA. LNAV, VNAV back on. Beautiful. You might actually learn a thing or two more than you already knew about sim flying. That's great to hear. Love to sort of teach people things they don't know. And also you guys doing the same for me, right? So. I learn a few things from you guys. So, sun's gonna be in our eyes. Nice sunset departure though. Alright, let's go back to Porto. And Faro traffic, Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo will be taking off a runway 28, the Avera 1 Victor departure, Faro. Should you get, yeah, you should get Windows 11, right? Windows 10 is outdated. Yeah, get Windows 11. I run on Windows 11 as well. No issues. Windows 10 is not going to be updated anymore soon, so yeah. Chrono. Counter up a bit. We'll go Toga. Airspeed's alive. Forward pressure on the yoke.
80 knots.
Got hold for set. Release forward pressure. Oh, V1, rotate. Nice and easy. All that wind.
Positive rate of climb.
Positive rate, gears going up. Yeah, more Michael. I'd say at least 800. Trim the aircraft out of it. $20 pitch up, yes. You want to go for about 20 degrees on the rotation. About 2.5 degrees a second or so. Flaps on. What do I recommend? Get more PSU. At least 800 watts, Michael. This looks absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Oh, it's a bumpy one now. Right, landing gear to the off position. Auto brakes off. Isn't 15 the ideal climb profile? For climb, yeah. But on rotation, you wanna, on the initial climb, you wanna go about 18.5, I think is what a lot of people say. I usually go for about 20 degrees. Standard pressure. 20 degrees on initial rotation and climb, and then start reducing from there. So, yeah. But why that much? Because you don't want anything to go wrong with your power, right? That's like one thing you don't want. So, yeah. For example, we're now at about 7.5 degrees up. Vaishnav, so. It pops up. But if it's gonna consume 517 watts, then 600 should be fine, right? No, not really. That's not much of a gap, really. That's only 83 watts of a gap, right? Can I show the climb page on the FMC? I can. There. There's a climb page. What gap is recommended? Oh, I lost a bit of thingy there. We'll trim the aircraft out again. I'd recommend at least sort of 150 watts. So yeah, go with a 800 watts is probably what you want to aim for. Like 150 or 200 watts, yeah, exactly, yeah. About there, should do the trick. Right, we're coming up in 10,000, we'll continue that climb. Going up to 340, 34,000 feet. Gonna go runway 10 off, swope. Taxi lights, the wing lights off. We're through 10,000, landing lights off, engine start switches off. In fact, seatbelt signs can remain on. Command 8. All intervent to clear those restrictions, so we'll go VNAV. See, I had 6,000 till the next waypoint. How is it still climbing? I mean, because I was manually flying it, right? I only just put autopilot on. Is 233 watts extra too much? No. Nope. So I had manual control of the aircraft there, Vaishnav. Until 10,000 I put autopilot on. But if I did have autopilot on before 6,000, then it would have leveled off. And then to get rid of that restriction once I was through it, I pressed Alt Intervent a few times. So you should get at least 750 watts. Yes, 750, 800 watts, yeah, at least. See, there's a dirty window for you, Vaishnav. I don't like it, but it's there, so yeah. Just depends on the time, the light. We'll go on this side instead. You put it on right after departure, after about 2,500 or 3,000. Is that also to future-proof? Yes. Yes it is. So Vaishnav, I usually like to fly to about 10,000 feet with my just hand flying it, unless the weather is bad. If the weather's bad, autopilot's going on, and I'm going to whatever altitude I'm told or whatever I need to go to if there's no ATC. Do you know by any chance how much watts my PC consumes? I don't, unfortunately. Probably about 500, if I had to guess. No, something like that. Sorry for your bad English. No, it's fine. Perfectly fine. Let's see if I can check for you. If I get 3 more subscribers, I'll have 737. Nice. It's 2 more actually, 2 more. Till 737. That'll be great. $42, 136. Dunno. Yeah, I don't know how many I'm using. My CPU and GPU combined are using about 170. The RTX 3050 is a good graphics card for MSFS. Should be fine, yeah. All my instruments are yoke and rudder. Thrustmaster yoke, and I just have some random pedals that I use for the rudder, vice nav. No need to get anything different at the moment for me. Is 12 gigabytes of VRAM better than 8 gigabytes of VRAM? Yes, it is, yeah. You are correct. You just have the Thrustmaster joystick with the inbuilt throttle, but no rudder pedals. That's fair enough. The joystick you can rotate, right? So I also have the side stick for my Airbus. When we fly Airbus, I use the side stick, the joystick, whatever. So yeah. Is the i5-12400 also fine? It is. You can get better ones, but it is not a bad thing. You saw a bit with comparison, there was no difference at all between the two. Between what? Between the 12400F and what? Oh, and the 12400? Oh, yeah, you should be fine. Yeah. There's not too much of a difference, if any. How much FPS am I getting average? Look in the bottom right there. Bottom right. We're at 91 currently. So I have frame generation. So without frame gen we're at 42, 45, 46, 47, 48. They're around the 50s, 40s to 50s. Without frame gen. With frame gen we're up in the 80s and 90s. Yeah. The laptop specs are 11th gen Core i5-11400H, 2.7 GHz, 16 gigabytes RAM. RTX 2050, nice. What is frame gen exactly? Generates more frames. Basic. The thing what it does is it generates more frames than you actually get, essentially. So it basically doubles the frame rate. It creates more frames between the actual frames to make it smoother. It's only available natively, so it's only available for real on the 40 series cards. But you can install the mod, so the frame gen mod, on the 30 series cards and the 20 series cards, and you will get more FPS. How do you turn it on? Go to that link, you have to install the mod, and there you go. Head to that link, install the mod, then you have to just follow the instructions basically, and that will be fine for you. So quite easy install. Is the link in every stream description? No, it's not in the description. Look in the Nightbot link there, or do !FG. It's in Nightbot's command, not in the description. What is my name, bro, if you may ask? You can ask, but yeah. It's not public right now. Not public right now, Vice. It will be, eventually. I will release my name in due course. It's a basic one, don't worry about that. Yes, exactly, Reese. Keep up, these are great streams, thank you. I appreciate it. Support recently has been incredible, as always. Well, yeah. Hey look, we got a aircraft over there. Aircraft contrail. Where's he going? That is a business jet going from Madeira to Geneva. Funchal Madeira to Geneva. Nice. Tomorrow's Phoenix plane, I am not sure yet, it's player 29. Maybe we'll be back in the A320, maybe we will be in the 737 again. I'm thinking the 73. So yeah. You love my way of explaining with patience and reading the comments. You will be a regular audience from now on. However, it's really late in India right now. Oh yes, it will be, won't it? Thanks for watching so late. And again, I appreciate the kind words. You're watching for an hour straight right now and you got great advice. Your day can't get better. Thanks. Wow, he's up there. Very nice. Right, 60 miles, guys, until the top of the descent. Maybe I can do Transavia from Eindhoven to Innsbruck. So we'll be doing Transavia on Monday. On Monday, we'll be doing some Transavia ops. Michael, what time do I come live? Come on live every. Sorry, what time do I come on live usually? And is it every day? Yes, every day we try to go live. Obviously, if there's something in life. If there's something in life that I can't, that makes it so I can't go live on that day, then I obviously won't. But we go live in UTC. We go live at 1700 UTC. So 6 PM UK time, 1700 UTC, 5 PM UTC. You'll be there on Monday. So on Monday we'll be doing Eindhoven to Copenhagen, Copenhagen back to Eindhoven for Monday. Yeah. Transavia. Meta. Sometimes Vaishnav will have some extra streams as well. So on the weekends we might have some extra streams. Like afternoon streams or a full day of streaming and stuff like that. So yeah. We'll grab the meta for Porto. So for example, we are not here tomorrow. No, sorry. We are here tomorrow. We're not here on Saturday. But then on Sunday we will be doing a full day of streaming. Could I brief my approach planning now? That's what I'm just about to do actually. You Dutch Airlines flight crew are so nice. Nice. Winds in Porto are 300 at 8 knots, so we are landing runway 35. 10 kilometers or more of visibility. Showers of rain. That's interesting. Scattered clouds 1,400 feet. Scattered clouds 4,500 feet. 14 degrees Celsius and 1012 for the QNH. So before we do anything else, we'll do our fixed rings. So we're landing runway 35. So we go fixed page, runway 35. We'll do /4, which creates a 4-mile fixed ring around runway 35. So 4 miles away from 35, we need to be fully configured for our landing. So gear down, flaps 30 or 40, lights on, etc. And then /10 creates a 10-mile fixed ring around 35. 10 miles away from 35, we need to be configured with flaps 5, speed at 180 knots. You've never seen that before? Good. Eindhoven to Naples or Bologna is a nice route with incredible approach trees. Yes, Naples and Bologna both have incredible approach views. Right, looking at Navigraph, it's an RNP approach. So in fact, we're gonna add a 7-mile fixed ring. 7 miles out of the runway, we need to be gear down, flaps 15. That's my approach planned on the final. So there's no ILS frequency to put in because it's an RNP approach, not an ILS, right? We only need to do the final approach course, which is 351 feet. So we go 351 over here, 351 over there on the right as well, and then also we'll do 351 in heading as well, just in case we need to go around. The go around procedure, if we do need to go around, is proceed runway heading to Papa Romeo 544, then turn left to Retmo holding. So it's runway heading to this waypoint here, and it's a left turn direct to Retmo, and then we'll vector ourselves around. Climb to 5060. You haven't used fixed wings before? They're a very nice way of making sure you don't get configured too early and stuff like that. Here, I'll show you. So if we go plan, down. Should you spend your money on 737 or the Fenix A320? That depends on you really. Both airplanes are fantastic. So, alright, so there's our 10-mile fixed ring. So each of these green lines is a fixed ring. So the 10-mile one is there. So that's when we need to be configured with flaps 5, speed 180. Is that the 7-mile? Which one? Oh, that is okay. Yeah. So then there's a 7-mile fixed wing, which is this one here, and that's when we need to be configured with flaps 15, gear down, and then finally the 10-mile fixed wing, the 4-mile fixed wing, which is when we need to be configured with flaps fully configured, basically gear down, flaps 30/40. Are we already approaching the airport? We will be, yep. 18 miles from descent. That is 7, correct? Do you have your... Yes, it is. Correct. So if I go closer. So this is a 10-mile fixed ring. That preset, yeah. So that is it. 10 miles, 7 miles, 4 miles. There we go. Just helps you to get configured when you need to, rather than late or early, basically. Alright, what do we need to descend to? A Kulu for 4,000. Yeah, 4,000 for a Kulu. So we're not descending now, but when we hit the top of a descent, that is really useful, yeah. It is indeed. 4,000. And we need to go ahead and calculate the landing weight here. So if we go to iniRef, gross weight 63.5 tons currently on the aircraft. We got 4.5 tons of fuel on board currently, and we're expected to have 4 tons at Porto. So we are losing 0.5 tons of fuel, which means 0.5 tons on the gross weight as well. So gross weight becomes 63 tons. So landing en route 35. It is dry. Import aircraft details 63, that's about right there. Reversers are all operational. Landing flaps 30. Packs are on. Anti-ice is off. VREF will add 5. Calculate. Gives us a VREF of 151 knots. Required landing distance will be 5,803 feet, and the available landing distance is 10,000 feet even. So we're basically just using half the runway. Can you be my FO on VATSIM anytime? Do I fly shared pilot as well? At the moment I don't fly shared pilot, but it may be something we'll look into in the future. Did I use my CPU cooler from Intel that came with the CPU, or did I buy a new one? If yes, what one? Yes, and I don't know which one. Sorry. Yes, and I don't know which one. Top of descent here. Order break 3. The cooler from Intel good enough to, I think. Might be, yeah. Speed brakes armed? Not yet, no. I usually arm speed brakes. About 10 miles out when I'm going through my approach trellis. We're gonna go 280 knots on the descent. Beautiful sky, by the way. Yeah. Confirm ETA. 1947 Zulu. Yeah, about 1952 Zulu is what this aircraft has us going in at. So, yeah, something about that is about right. The sky is beautiful actually now. How can I set speed on VNav? So you just, to open the speed window, you go and just press speed into vent there. So to close it, you press it again. To open it, you just press it, and then you can dial it up and set whatever you want. Does anybody have advice for you want to build a PC? YouTube videos. There's a lot of YouTube videos out there for that exact reason. So, landing calculation says we should be able to land with 151 flaps 30. So, we will click that and put it in there. Minimums is the only thing we need to do now. So minimums goes here in the bottom right of the PFD. And to dial them up, we use this Faro knob here. So, the minimums for this approach is, for a Category C aircraft with LNAV and VNAV available, is 530 feet. 530 feet. So we'll dial in 530. And the Faro minimums says 530 feet. Perfect. These streams are so calm and relaxed. Thank you, thank you. You have a lot to learn about the 737. Used to fly an MSFS 2001. Since last 6 years, now an MSFS 2020. Everything is operable and different. Yes. Behind the skies, good evening to you as well. I should fly into Faro. That is an airport we should indeed fly into. Hard approach, very hard approach. What's even the Faro? No, Faro. PVH. Who flies in there? Drucker from Delhi, Drucker from Bangkok, Drucker from Kolkata or Kolkata, Kathmandu. Please show the minimums again. Okay, so let me reset this. So minimums is down here on the approach point, right? So we're down here. We have LNAV and VNAV capabilities. So this is what we want to look at. These don't matter for us at the moment. And we are a Category C aircraft for a 737. You're doing Faro to Delhi to Faro on Monday. Nice, that'll be a nice one. So minimums for us is 530 feet. That was a terrible box. Clearly, come on. There we go. 530 feet. For the minimums, and we basically just dialed those in down here using this minimums or the Faro knob basically. If your laptop right now has specs that are not far above the minimum specs, should you get Game Pass first to test it? I mean, you can try, but that's up to you. Up to you. Good. Air traffic control. Oh, we have tower 118005. Very nice. So tower we will contact when we are on final. Oh. You should get these charts. They are so expensive though. They are, but again, for VATSIM, I couldn't recommend it enough. It's great. Because if it doesn't run well, then you spend $70 on nothing. Well, not really, Michael, because you could still use the game when you get a PC, right? So, really hard to fly with, without charts, yes. So the thing with Navigraph Charts is, not only do you get the charts for every airport around the world, right? But you also get tracking capabilities. You can, first of all, zoom in to the airport. You can see all the taxi lines, see where you need to go. Your icon will be on the map as well. You'll get updated AirAC data. So in your, for example, in here, some of these are updated every month sometimes, so they'll be changed, right? And if the controller clears you on, I don't know, let's say the Odimi 9 Golf, for example, and you only have the 9 uniform, then that might be a bit of an issue in terms of you being able to depart with that SID, right? Or rather on vectors. So it's always good for that as well. Wait, so if you buy MSFS now, then you can play it on another device with the same account? Yeah, absolutely. If you buy it on Steam or Xbox app, you can just log into the Steam account or the Xbox account and then play from there. Just going to turn these screens down a bit. No need to go blind. I'm gonna approach. Coming through 20,000 feet. Does that work with other games from Microsoft? Yes, yeah. You just have to remember your account details. Yeah, you understand that. You spent a lot on the simulator and the add-ons. You have no budget left for Navigraph. Yeah, I understand. I do. So we will have a replay of this landing as well. It is the final flight of the evening for us. Oh, we do have tower, so that's great. Airport Dream, hello, welcome back. But if you buy it on your laptop now, then how do you get the game without paying again on another device? You just log into the same account. So just remember your email and password. Your email and password, remember those, and then just log in on the same account, and there you go. Just log into Steam or whatever you use to buy it, and then you can download it again, and that's it. How do you log in? Where it asks you to log in when you download the app, when you download Steam back on your PC. When you download Steam on your PC, when you get your PC, it'll ask you to log in, right? So just put your email and your password in, and then basically you're in the same account, essentially. So you have the same games, you have the same achievements, you have the same hours played and stuff like that, right? So, no matter what device you're on. Right, let's start thinking about where we need to vacate on landing. So, runway 35 is what we're landing. So this is this one here. Oh, am I simming on Steam or Microsoft Store? I am now on Steam. It used to be on Microsoft Store. Yeah. You got Microsoft Store now, and if you bought it now, then it is on your account, not on your device. Correct, yeah. Doesn't matter what device you're on, you can always have the game. Aviation crew, hello. Yeah, it's a small flight, player 29, correct. Anyway, we should be able to vacate on Golf, maybe even Foxtrot 1. But if not, Golf or Echo 5 is fine. Then we're on Echo, into the apron via Echo Sierra, and into the stands. 2 subs away from 737, yes. Take fast exit on Foxtrot 1, yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. You learned something new today, good, good. Good to hear. Please no maple syrup on Weetabix. Sim sound can go back up a little bit. Once we get towards 10,000, we'll go speed 250. Sim is looking spectacular tonight. You're eating it right now because you're hungry. Fair enough. We don't serve that on Ryanair. How dare you? No, I'm joking. Just a joke. Thank you so much for this information. It's game changing for you. No worries at all. My pleasure. Help. Ryanair should add it. You'll have to talk to the CEO for that one. Did the panel lights come on automatically? No, I put them on. Down here. These switches down here. You put them on? I can give it to you for free because you gave me the idea. You have to do that manually every time. Yes, yeah. Just manually. Michael O'Leary, I'm going to. You think you're gonna buy it right now after the stream? Good, good. Alright, we'll tune in. Well, no, we won't. We'll put the tower frequency on the standby frequency box here, and then we'll switch over once we're on final. Could I change the knob rotating speed? Yours is so slow. Unfortunately not. But Vaishnav, one way to make it faster, hold down shift while you're rotating. Hold down shift and use the scroll wheel, or just hold the left mouse button and it goes faster. Little tip for you. Alright, we'll start bringing the speed back to 50. Shift and scroll, yes. Porto traffic right now, 1 Golf Bravo. We are flight level 110 for 4,000 feet. Currently inbound to Papa Romeo 662 for the RMP 35 approach Porto. This advised traffic of what we're doing. Coming towards 10,000, landing lights coming on. Engine start switch is continuous, seatbelt signs are already on. How can you turn off the switch illumination off, like when you hover over them, how you can see the names it's tonight? So in accessibility options, I think you have to turn your mouse thing to legacy. It's like mouse interaction system. Turn it to legacy in your accessibility settings on the game, on the sim. No worries at all. No speed restrictions, but by 10 miles, which is that fixed ring there, we need to be 180 knots. No contact with tower, not yet, no. Only contact them when you're on a final. 10-mile final or so. So not just yet for us. The way tower works on VATSIM is they can only control sort of landings and takeoffs up to a certain altitude, and then you're off their radar. They can't see you. Right, speed 210. You was taught differently in RTR training. Interesting. Try to use that in the sim, it's a bit different, yes. Yeah. You're just coming on this bit. Okay, yeah, that's not the mean limit. Right, we're gonna go flaps 1, just out with the speed control. Just the way tower radar works, that's all. Just they can't really see certain areas on VATSIM. So, yeah. Alright, we can descend to, on this RMP approach, 3,000. You do have a valid radio telephony license. The procedures are different IRL. Yeah. Yeah, on VATSIM the procedures are a little different than they will be in the real world. Runway's in sight over there. And again, by the 10-mile fixed wing, we need to be 180 knots. Reached free transition altitude. QNH 1012 is correct from the METAR. Just gonna pull up this. I'm gonna hide this for you as well, just so I can see it on my screen. For that, we can continue our descent to. That's high actually. To minimums, which is 500 feet really. These thresholds we created as the SOP for 737. No SOP for created for me. Just with practice I made them the way yeah, just practice with the way I learned and briefed and stuff like that. Just finish your flight plan. You've done 5 sheets of paper, 1 go around in case, Birmingham, taxiway, etc. Map from UK to Portugal. Nice. Michael, you love flying, so do I. It's great. Right, we'll contact the tower. We'll go 180 knots even. Porto Tower, it's a very good evening to you. Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo. We are 10 miles out, runway 35 on the RP. Up 5.
Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo, good evening. Continue approach runway 35.
Continue approach 35, Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo. Check speed, yeah, got it now. Flaps 5. And then for 7 miles we're going to be 160 for gear down speed. Continue descent. We got about 700 feet per minute, down to about 1,000 feet. Speed's looking good. Sound cut out in it front. Oh, sorry guys, not sure what happened there.
2,500.
Seven miles, a gear down, flaps 15. Your guess is minus 116, I wonder why.
Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo, winds 310 degrees, 06 knots, clear to land runway 35, expect gate Sierra 36.
Clear to land 35, expecting gate Sierra 36, Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo. Right, final approach speed we got 151. Replay is going. 2 rights, 2 reds down there. Speed brake, armed with a green light. Auto brake is 3. 3160, we'll go flaps 30. What an approach. Right guys, enjoy the arrival. Landing chillers, gears down, 3 green flaps are 30 with a green light. Auto brake is 3. Speed brakes on with a green light, clear to land. My plane. Does a replay delete flights after you exit them? Yes. Correct. 1,000 feet stable. 2 rights, 2 reds. A little bit windy, 12 knots, quartering headwind. Gonna go flight directors, right and left or off.
Approaching minimums.
Oh, it's bumpy.
Minimums.
Continue. A little bit high. Correcting. $100.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Nice. Reverses. Six knots, reverses stowed. Minor brakes. We're off at Foxtrot 1. Why do I turn off the flight directors off on why do I turn the flight directors off on approach? So on an
Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo, welcome to Porto. Continue taxi via Foxtrot 1, Echo and Gate Sierra 36.
Continue taxi via Foxtrot 1, Echo and Gate Sierra 36 for Ryanair 1 Golf Bravo. Thanks for ATC. Good evening. So on an hour.
Good evening.
On an hour approach, I like to turn them off just so I don't get confused, I don't start to follow them. I like to have it visual in front of me. That's why I turn the flight directors off. On an ILS approach, I keep them in. 53 minutes on the flight time, guys. Awesome profile, nice. You just watched the whole flight, thanks. Perfect landing, very nice. We'll check the landing rate soon. Runway turn-offs.
Port traffic, good evening. LS 175, have a check.
Here's lad. Landing lights are off. Wing lights are off, strobes are off.
LS 175, stand Sierra 35, request clearance to Ponta.
You guess 134 feet per minute. We'll have a look. Get some lights on. You find it hard to keep the rate of descent on final approach. Any advice? Trim the aircraft out a bit. Make sure the aircraft is nicely trimmed out. Sometimes I like to put a bit of down trim in on approach, especially if it feels like the nose is a bit like pitched up. So yeah, that would be my advice to you. Right, Echo Sierra 36. And also just watch the poppies. Sierra 36. Your autopilot keeps beeping after you turn it off. What are you doing wrong? Nothing. That's what it does. To stop it, you can either press this button again, here, or one of these buttons will flash. Just press it off, and it'll stop. Either that, or you can bind another button to autopilot off, or bind the button, sorry, to autopilot off instead of whatever it is default. What? I'm on the ground. I'm being silly. Flaps coming up. Shouldn't be beeping more than twice. Yeah, the problem is with the way that MSFS binds the button. It's binded to like autopilot disengage or some autopilot toggle or something like that. You need to bind it to autopilot off in the settings. So bind your autopilot disengage button back to autopilot off. You should be perfectly fine. If you buy MSFS, should you get the standard version deluxe or premium deluxe? It depends. Do you want the do you want the 787? If you want the 787, then get the premium deluxe. If you don't care, then get the standard. There's your money. Tomorrow you'll see me with your normal account, Aviation UK. Sounds good. Your Z button is assigned to toggle autopilot. What did I tell you to do? So instead of toggle autopilot, set it to autopilot off, it's called. Just autopilot off. You have one big question, go for it. I do too, where's my gate? Sierra 38. Alright, flaps can come back down for the replay. If you buy the PMDG from the marketplace, will it be on another device? If it installed MSFS, yes, it will be. Or it should be. But I'd get it from the PMDG themselves.
Porto Tower ready for push and start, stand Sierra 35.
Hello, Storage 175, on position.
Not for you? Oh.
Start, traffic on taxiway.
I recommend buying it from PMDG themselves. You'll get updates faster and stuff on it. You see, you'll try that, thanks. No worries. Did I see that slew aircraft? I did, yeah. What you probably did was this. In GSX you can reposition the aircraft and you can warp yourself to that gate. So I think that's what he did.
175, push and start a blue facing south.
Push and start the blue facing south, Storage 175.
We're gonna get into the replay, so I don't really care about parking too much. I'm gonna disconnect from VATSIM. Landing lights are on, one-way turn-offs are on, wing lights on, jobs are on. Landing rate, guys, was 3 on the flight. Review. If you buy it from PMDG themselves, will it be on another device? Yeah, you just have to install it again. Nicely in the touchdown zone there, nicely on centre line as well. Oh. Landing rate was 309? What? No way that was a 309, right? No way. Do you have to pay again? Correct. You will not. You have the PMDG bundle pack. So when you buy the 737-800, you get the 800, which is this one. You get the business jet variant, you get the Boeing converted freighter, and you get the actual freighter. So yeah, technically I do. Correct. How did I see the analysis? It's an app called Volanta. I think I have a... We're going to review in the replay now. Let's have a look. Boom, boom. Park and brake. Is that a freeware? Yeah, it is, yeah. Let me load it back up for you. So here it is, basically. Basically tracks your flights. Any flight you do, you can open it up and it'll track for you. You can get a landing rate. So if I go to I don't know, we just go to this one, Ryanair to Fez. The landing rate for this flight, for example, was 64 feet per minute. It's a very nice little add-on. Is a link for this in the description? It's right there in the Nightbot commander, actually. Brings us back. Let's review the replay. I don't think that was a 309. It was a windy one, to be fair. Let me take this off. Good. If you buy PMDG on laptop, you won't have to pay for it again. No. If you buy it from PMDG themselves, no. You just have to reinstall it. Again, you just log into the same account. Same account and all that good stuff. Let's see. Was this a 309? That was smooth. You have to log in or something? Correct. You do. Your replay doesn't bring down the flaps. How did mine do that? I put them down when I was at the gate. When we was looking at the landing rate, they were going down. Yeah. That's how. Anyway. No way that was a 309, I know, right? Been scammed here. Luca D, hello. Okay, we are done for the evening. Beautiful rotation here between Porto and Faro, and then back obviously to Porto. Great support today. Very much enjoyed this stream. Very much enjoyed chatting with all of you guys. Welcome to the new viewers. We got Vaishnav, and then obviously we got the other guys who are here regularly. Michael, Aviation Crew, Reese, BMH, Waze coming in with the incredible 10 gifted sub memberships at the start. Had a great PMDG account. Just go onto their